Hello boys and girls, what is crack-a-lackin'? It's me, like it's 1985, with another review. Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Prime First Edition Deluxe Class Starscream. And here's a look at Starscream in jet mode. And let me go ahead and show you just a brief scale and size comparison. Let me bring in another deluxe figure, the RID Viacon, and you can see jet versus sports car. And you can see they're pretty much out of scale with one another, but gives you an idea of how small this guy is in vehicle form or jet form. So let me take the missile racks here, soft, really soft plastic, and let me go ahead and remove these. These get removed as part of the transformation into robot mode. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to work on the legs. Come back here, untab the legs from the side of the center section there, as well as here, and this goes like that. What you're going to do, this joint right here is going to rotate around this whole assembly 180, and then you're going to rotate this section here where this cut is 180 as well, and you can see it kind of just clicks in place. Then what you want to do, there's two tabs here, there's two slots back there, so you got to really go back on this joint here and get the figure, or get the two tabs to line up with the slot here, and they should securely snap in place, unlike with the Voyager class Starscream, where you had the issue with the waist being really loose. Go ahead and take the feet here, transform those. Bring up the fins here on his knees, and that should take care of the lower half of Starscream. Moving on up, you want to take the two sides here and split them. Actually, first what you want to do, take the wings here, untab them from the side, which will allow you to basically split apart the rear section like so. Comes apart like that. You've got this piece back here on a whole long assembly. Just get that back there for now. Come over here. You want to take the shoulders here. Sorry about the camera there. Let me rotate this down, and there's a hinge joint. You want to make sure it gets all the way down as far as it's going to go, so you have clearance. There it is. Bring out the elbows there. You can see how that works. And bring out the hands. The fin here on the side, make sure you fold that up like that. And of course do the same thing over here. Get that elbow joint working, bring out the hand, and rotate up the fin. Looking good. Bring the wings forward just behind the shoulders, like that. And coming back here, the head actually is in the chest. You want to take this whole assembly back here, and like that, revealing the head. Pull the head up like this. There's actually going to be two tabs right here. We'll tab into the neck area, like that. And what's really cool is the head comes down here and actually locks or tabs into place. You can hear it click, or it should click. There we go. And as far as this goes, you want to take this and split the fins here, and I believe this rotates down, and this whole thing collapses onto itself. There is a tab, a slot, that gets back there, and then this gets folded down like that. And there is his backpack. So there he is in robot mode. I think the hips are a little more loose than when I first took out the figure. I think I've transformed it a few times just to get some practice. So if he falls down, I do apologize, but you can see here. Let us do a quick rotation. One thing I don't like about this is this gap here on the side, and you would think you can get it so that this would fill in that gap, but not really. You can see how there's the limitation with what the design is here. It would have been nice if this actually went all the way into this gap here and filled it up. But as it is, that is a unfortunate design. And you know, as far as the instructions show, and as far as Sabertron's gallery show, that is the correct transformation. So that's a bit unfortunate, but that's only from the side. From the back, it looks pretty good, and obviously from the front, it looks really good. So let me go ahead and do a size comparison. Well, actually, articulation first. This guy's kind of flopping around on me. So head is on a ball joint, lots of mobility there. Excuse me. His fin here seems to move. I don't know if that's just by design or just because it's coming loose. I'm not sure, but that moves on my figure anyways. You got the ball joints here at the shoulders, swivel at the what would be the bicep. You got this interesting looking elbow joint here. You can see hands don't really articulate just like that. There is no waist articulation because everything's pegged in, and because the hips are on ball joints, you got a wide range of articulation at the hips. Woo! Sorry about that. I just tested the limits of the ball joints apparently. So about like that, being careful not to tear the leg off, and out to the side. Of course, you got a bend at the knee, and that is pretty much it for articulation. Excuse me. So the reason I got this figure, and I was looking forward to getting this figure when it was re-released recently at Toys R Us, is because I think this guy scales better with the Voyager Megatron. And let me bring that figure in here. There's Voyager Megatron. And I think the just the overall scale and how they're related to each other in terms of the toys is much more accurate to the actual show. If I can get this guy to stand up here, maybe. Maybe not. But yeah, you can see. Comes up to about Megatron's chest there. And just for fun, let me bring in the Voyager Starscream, and you can see a comparison there. And let me get Megatron out to the side here. So there you go. And you can see the difference there in size. The deluxe class comes up to about the Voyager's chest. Transformation is very similar between the two. They're very similar in how they transform. But yeah, I really got this for the scale, because if you take a look at the Voyager Starscream here next to Megatron, Starscream looks way too big in my opinion. And I think other people have commented on that as well. That doesn't seem right. This seems better. So as far as show accuracy and display is concerned, I would probably have my deluxe Starscream here displayed next to Lord and Megatron, because Starscream's always got to look up to Megatron in terms of being shorter than Megatron. That's just more show accurate scale between the two. So there you go. And I almost forgot, you will want to peg in the weapons here on the forearms. There we go. Not a big fan of these squishy, soft plastic weapons, but they look pretty darn good. You can see there. And yeah, it's for some reason I'm having trouble getting this guy to stand. He was standing just fine earlier, but of course, when you review something, everything goes wrong. But there you go. Transformers Prime, First Edition, Deluxe Class, Starscream. And for all the reasons I stated before, I think it's worth picking up. They are on sale at Toys R Us, I believe, exclusively for $15 US. Alright, Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.